Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting, at this point of the season, Greg, right in the heart of the schedule, what are the biggest challenges for a player?
Kevin, sometimes it's just about knowing what city you're in. The travel in this league is crazy, but you really want to keep focus and sleep and eat right. Vital.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. We've got Griffin, Donte DiVincenzo. He's out there with Sharp. And it's Sochan in at the 4 spot. Now here's Beal. Shoots over Griffin, and that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And there's not an area on the floor where Beal can't do damage. He is a handful for any defense he goes up against.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, I got a chance to talk to Steve Clifford a little bit. This is a team that loves to run, and he really wants to see them do what they love. So transition ball should be the order of the day, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
It's Beal on the wing, and you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Sochan. Avdia with the rebound.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
For Charlotte, they might be the most electric team, Clark, in the NBA. Young and very exciting.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, they're extremely potent, and they are exciting to watch. LaMelo Ball, man, he can do just about everything. The Hornets, a lot of fun to watch for sure. Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
Left side, Beal. Over Sharp. Beal can't get it to go. The Hornets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. The shot's good from Griffin.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And the Wizards with possession, following the score by Charlotte. Now, Avdia, you saw him with 10 points last game. Pocket 6. Produced screen on DiVincenzo. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Drills it from outside. Avdia's got 5.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Neto, the pass to Kispert. Wizards passing it around. Neto surveying the floor. Beal with a screen on DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Washington making some changes. Tony Bradley's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Roby comes in for Kispert. Davis is subbed in for Bradley Beal. And then for Charlotte, Okogie's checked in for Nick Richards. Kevin Huerter comes in for Griffin. And it's Carter in for Donte DiVincenzo. Now here is Carter. Now here's Sharp. Avdia with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The pass to Neto. Bradley is screened on Carter. Down low. And Bradley gets it to go.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
To the paint. Out to Carter. Here's Sharp. And the 3 off target.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Avdia gets the bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here is Carter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Herder. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Davis kicks to Avdia. Back to Davis. There's the pick. It doesn't go for him. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with the win.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Davis Bertans checks in for the Wizards. Flynn comes in for Raul Neto. Green, he's checked in for Charlotte. For three. Hornets with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
Here is Flynn. Following the three by Charlotte. Bertans sets the pick for Flynn. And that one drops for him.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Herder, no good. Washington leading now by 3. Passes it to Bertans from past the arc. They get it back. Pass to Flynn. Launches a 3. Cans it from downtown. Flynn's got 5.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Wizards lead by 6. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
14.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Wizards.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
On the court for Charlotte, we've got Alex Caruso. Also, Dante DiVincenzo's out there. And it's Richards in at the 5. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Washington. 6-point lead. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Wizards leading by 6. Beal deciding where to go with it. Kept alive by Washington. And he makes that one. Roby's got his first basket.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
There's the unselfishness you like to see in a guard. DiVincenzo keeping his eyes up and his options open.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Flynn the pass to Roby. Griffin with the steal. Fast break now for Charlotte. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from DiVincenzo.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Now here's Flynn. He's got 7. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. So for the Wizards, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Isaiah Roby. Avdia comes in for Bertans, and Raul Neto is subbed in for Flynn. The Hornets also with a sub. Sharps checked in for Alex Caruso. Here's Neto. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Sharp. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Beal. A beautiful reverse layup. Beal's got his second bucket of the game to go. And the accepted wisdom is role players tend to play better at home than on the road. I've always wondered, Clark, how does that affect them more than stars?
You know, I don't know if I actually buy into that. I do think there's a comfort level when you're at home. I think it's always a little more pressurized to be the home team because you have some additional distractions. Typically, role players are a little more inconsistent overall just based on their particular positions. But that's why you don't call them stars. You call them role players.
4 on the clock. Here's Kispert. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Tony Bradley's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Davis is subbed in for Raul Neto. Now, here's Kispert. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Beal finds Bradley. Here's Beal from deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at Sacramento. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And I think for the Hornets, they were projected to be one of, if not the best team in our league. And thus far, they have not disappointed. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Now, here's Avdia. He's got 8. Bradley sets the pick for Davis. Outside for Beal. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Beal's got 7 points in the game.
And that's money from Beal. He's so crafty at finding space in that deep corner. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Nick Richards. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
You take a look at Beal. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend. But, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That give him a nice bump in the voting.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Here's Roby. After the basket by Charlotte. Here's Flynn. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Short, that's good.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Outside, Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Washington, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
And the Wizards making a change here. Bertson has checked in. Outside, Davis. Pass to Roby. Here's Flynn. And it's off from three-point range. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
Howdy, folks. Taking a look here now at the Hornets.
And now looking at the Hornets. A very close game so far. And that about wraps it up.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Beal. They've got Daniel Gafford. Kispert is out there with Avdia. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Neto in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Now here's Beal. Gafford. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Gafford's got his second bucket of the night. The three for DiVincenzo. Good on the triple. DiVincenzo's got it all tied up now for the Hornets.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. And not give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
Here's Beal. He's got 7. And it's Kispert in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go with the 3. The rebound by Richards.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Here's Neto, defended by DiVincenzo. Neto, the pass to Beal. Here's the 3. Oh, true. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under review.
A lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Break to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Hornets making a change here. Okogie's checked in.
And quite simply, Beal is an all-NBA player in our league, a multi-dimensional guard who does many things well, especially scoring the ball.
And that one's good. Richards.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim, that's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And here are the top free throw shooting teams this month. You don't want to put these guys on the line too often. The Hornets, number 1.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Here's Beal. The Wizards with another miss. The Hornets trail. Charlotte moving the ball around. The 3 for DiVincenzo. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Now here's Beal. Defense right on him. And here is Gafford. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Neto kicks to Gafford. This one for 3. Rebound by Okogie.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. That's no basket. His third miss in 8 tries. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Now the pass to Gafford. Dishes to Beal. Neto with the bucket.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. A 2-point game. Here's Gafford. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The first free throw is good for the Wizards. Bradley's checked in for Kispert. Davis comes in for Bradley Beal. And Flynn subbed in for Raul Neto. Charlotte also making some changes. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Griffin. Alex Caruso comes in for Sharp. And it's Carter in for Dante DiVincenzo. So it's the Hornets now after the basket by Washington. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And Washington making a change here. Obi's checked in, and he's good on the second.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
On the wing, Davis. Pass to Roby. 9 feet out. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
Huerter, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Roby. Avdia kicks to Flynn. Shot clock at 5. And he banks in the layup. And now a 4-point Washington lead.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Let's do a Kogi. Latray. No good on that one. And the Wizards now going the other way. 1:19 left in the third quarter of the game. Flynn misses. Hornets trail by 4. Okogie, the pass to Huerter. And the Hornets miss again. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Avdia kicks to Flynn. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Pass to Huerter. Carter on the wing. Back to Huerter. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Davis Bertans checks in for Avdia. .41 seconds left in the third. Bertans in the post. He's defended by Huerter. And that one, good. And the Wizards lead by 6.
That was just a perfect possession. Getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Here's Sohan. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Wizards lead by 6. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
3:10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Griffin out there with Green. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Sharp. And it's Sohan in at the 5, roaming the paint. A shot by Bertans. Nobody around. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Griffin. Nails the baby hook.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Kispert wide open, he fires, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go, I like offense.
Bertans kicks to Flynn. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Kept alive. Outside for Griffin. DiVincenzo against Flynn. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sharp. Rebounded by the Wizards. Roby's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Nice ball movement by Washington. Cranes the 3-pointer. Flynn's got the lead up to 10 now for the Wizards.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Kispert, true on the 14-footer. Kispert's got 5 points now this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here's Griffin. And again, the Hornets missing. And it's Washington's ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Here's Kispert. From outside, off the mark. And that's a foul. Called on Josh Green. That's his first foul for the Wizards. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Isaiah Roby. Avdia comes in for Bertans. And Raul Neto subbed in for Flynn. The Hornets also with a sub. Richards is checked in. Here's Neto, defended by DiVincenzo. Davis, the pass to Neto. Back to Davis, takes the 13-footer, doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. And the pass to DiVincenzo. To the middle. Richards, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And that's a foul called on A.J. Griffin. That's his first foul. Beals checked in for the Wizards.
Into the lineup for your Wizards, Bradley Beal.
Avdia passes it to Neto. For the screen on DiVincenzo. 4 on the shot clock. Shots good by Gafford.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the Hornets call time here. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. And we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thank you, David. And so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft class, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
Neto, the pass to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small in his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Now, here's Sharp. He's covered by Beal.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Off the left rim and out. Hornets trail by 17. Here's Sharp. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Washington now. They're on a 16-4 run.
And, you know, this will be a big victory for them. They came out, executed their game plan, and what a huge win for them.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And they're finally going to take a game in this heated season series. This victory will give them 1 win, 2 losses, with 1 left to play on the year against the Hornets.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Deni Avdija.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
And Beal kicks to Avdija. Sinks the triple. And the Wizards lead by 20.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And Gafford throws it down.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And the 3 ball is good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Neto, the pass to Beal. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Crosses over. Goes back up. And it's Gafford laying it in.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Sharp, that's good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do